Ballerina is the 5th movie to come out in the John Wick franchise, and I can't believe I'm saying this. I came out loving the movie. Today I'm sharing with you guys my ranking of all 5 John Wick movies from my least favorite to my favorite. One of the greatest action franchises of all time. This is going to be a ton of fun. Let me know your ranking down below in the comment section. And what did you think of Ballerina and Ana de Armas' performance overall? Let's talk about it all down below. Hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell. As we go into this, I would say all these movies are at least a 4 out of 5 or above. The worst being a 4. That's how good this franchise is. Here we go, starting off right number 5. My opinion, easily the weakest of the 5 films is John Wick 3. John Wick 3 takes place right after John Wick 2 ends, and it just felt a little bit repetitive with the action stunts and getting thrown through glass wall and windows after one another. It felt just a little bit repetitive, and it almost felt like this as a franchise overstayed its welcome. Nonetheless, you got Halle Berry with Dogs and Arrows. It's action-packed like all these movies are, and they do such a good job at continuing on from the first movie. It's still a solid movie, just a little bit too repetitive for me. At number 4, John Wick 4. This movie's long, and that's the biggest gripe I had with it. It's damn near pushing 3 hours, but there's several scenes throughout this one where your jaws just drop to the floor, and all the other assassins who are like so likable that you want to get behind and see their own spin-off projects make this movie that much better. And you really see the Baba Yaga and John Wick getting his butt kicked throughout this one, something we really haven't seen. Like, yes, he gets in these crazy action fights, and they're absolutely gnarly, and he look like he might not make it out alive. But this one, he basically doesn't make it out alive, and it ended very, very well. I'm interested to see if we ever do get a John Wick 5. This one was a little bit long, still action-packed. I would say it's like a 4.25 to 4.5 out of 5. Solid film. At number 3 is Ballerina. Ballerina was a movie I went into not very excited whatsoever. I had expectations of, I don't really see why this movie is even being made. And then I watched it, and my jaw was dropped to the floor. I mean, once the movie started, I knew I was in for a treat. I mean, the backstory they gave to Ana de Armas' character was nothing short of extraordinary. The first 15 minutes of the movie is this whole backstory setting up the film, and they give her a backstory leading up even into other John Wick movies, like scenes we remember and seen before when they talk about a dog. She's already kind of in that world, and we see how she already had somewhat of interactions with John Wick inside the universe. I thought they did that very uniquely, very well, and I dug that quite a bit. But when you get into the action of this movie, it was insane, and like the training of her and her becoming this absolute killer, that's what I dug. Because John Wick, we always heard the story that the Baba Yaga killed someone with a pencil. He's a gnarly man. I wanted to see what made him this guy. He obviously had to go through some rigorous training. He obviously had to go through some very intense things. In this movie, Ana de Armas' character goes through those rigorous things that I've always wanted to see. They explore that. The movie is just non-stop action, and that's what I really, really dig. I like all these movies. I was expecting maybe this one to, for whatever reason, just not follow the same page as the other John Wick movies. It does. It's awesome. It's badass. Ana de Armas is unfreaking believable. It's sitting at a 4.25. Could very well be a 4.5. One of my favorite movies of the year. At number 2, John Wick 2. Capitalizes on everything the first John Wick gives us, but I would say it doubles down on the action. And John Wick goes through and he breaks some laws in the whole continental world throughout this film, but blowing up John Wick's house was the first big mistake. That's a big no-no. And the action in this movie, it just felt so much more than the first one. I would say the story is a little bit weaker than the first one, but the action is doubled down. And when you go throughout the movie and John Wick on basically this gun chase to kill this guy, and you get to the end, he kills him in the Continental, which leads right into John Wick 3, where John Wick becomes excommunicado. It just sets up for a movie you're so excited for. You want to take your dad to see these movies because they're non-stop action. I love the John Wick 2 action, but what I love a little bit more, and my favorite John Wick movie, is John Wick. This movie is just nothing short of extraordinary. I would say arguably the top 3 greatest action movie of all time. Keanu Reeves, I'm pretty sure was born to play the character of John Wick because he is so damn good in this movie. You see this guy so down on his luck. His wife has passed away and she gets him a dog, like her final goodbye gift to him, and someone kills that dog. Hate it. That's like my least favorite part about this movie. Listening to them kill the dog. I absolutely hate it. I can't stand it. It really makes me mad. But you just see that John Wick is the Baba Yaga. And when you get to learn who the Baba Yaga is, he is not the boogeyman. He's the man you said to kill the boogeyman. He once killed 3 people with a pencil. It is such a good scene when the kid who killed his dog and beat him up in his house, his dad's beating him and he's like, you're an idiot. We are all fucked. It's unbelievable. That's what I love about this movie. John Wick smashing it coming out of retirement. I'm thinking I'm back. Absolutely perfect. Easily my favorite John Wick movie. Let me know your ranking of all 5 John Wick movies down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on Ballerina? The more I think about it, Ballerina could be sneaking out to that number 2 spot. Let me know your ranking down below. Hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Thank you for watching and for being here. I'll see you guys in the next one.